Jamahal Hill against Khalil Rountree Jr. Who will get the win on Saturday and get one step closer to getting back to another title shot in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
It is an historic event, the first event ever in Azerbaijan in Baku, and Khalil Rountree faces Jamahal Hill in the main event. A fight, I think that's the third time that they announced that fight. It always somehow did not work out because someone was always injured and all of that. But it is a fight that is a fan-pleasing, awesome fight. I mean, if you're not hyped for a fight, then I don't know what you're doing. You can like Jamahal Hill, you can not like Jamahal Hill, same with Khalil Rountree, but those guys come to bang, no diddy. I mean, those guys fight. There will be no grappling, there will be pure striking, vicious, malicious, intense, and there will be a finish, I can tell you that already. There's not really, of course, you could go into technical details and all of that, but I do think that's a fight that does not really, I don't think there's that much value in like breaking down like this guy scoop with calf kicks, this guy, this and that, because I do think it will turn, not into a slugfest, but I do think it will be dirty. I do not think that they will just stand in front of each other and just jab, jab, cross, high kick, distance, jab to the body, you know what I mean?
Jab, slip, uppercut, backhand, roll.
I do think it will be some kind of chaos at some point in that fight. And the problem is, Jamahal Hill, his last win was 2.5 years ago. I was there, January 2023, feels like forever ago, in Brazil when he beat Glover Teixeira for the belt. Ever since then, he had that injury with the Achilles, right? And since he came back from that, he came back a little bit early, got knocked out against Pereira, then came back this January against Iri Prochazka, got knocked out there again. And I just do not like the momentum that he's having right now. I mean, I feel like he's having injury after injury. All you hear about is Hill is injured, Hill is injured, Hill is injured, since that whole Achilles thing. And ever since that, he did not really look the same anymore, didn't look like as explosive and as elusive like he used to look back in the day. I mean, Jamahal Hill was a knockout threat, and the performance against Glover Teixeira was a beauty, an absolute beauty. And he has the capabilities to still be that on a championship level, but I just don't know if he has them in him anymore. I do think that whole Achilles saga with coming back a little bit early to face Alex Pereira, that whole trash talk back and forth, I do think it changed him in a negative way. That happens sometimes with fighters where they never come back the same again.
All right, I'm coming back now.
Especially after being knocked out twice in a row, a lot of those fighters can never recover from this. And I do not like the whole mind space that Jamahal Hill seems to be. Now, I'm not in his camp, so I don't know it, but I feel like ever since that whole injury thing, he's on that villain arc where he feels like everyone is against him and he just makes enemies with everyone and seems to always like be, I don't know, in a bad vibe and stuff like that. I don't like that for him. I don't think that's gonna help him, because Khalil Rountree, on the other hand, yes, his last win is also 1.5 years ago against Anthony Smith, December 2023. But ever since he had that fight against Alex Pereira, that's the only fight he had, and he looked way better than Jamahal, obviously, in that fight. I mean, he was very competitive. He nearly knocked Alex Pereira out. He landed some good shots. But he just, yeah, he lost the fight against the better kickboxer, but he showed that he's elite on the feet. And the good thing is, he took that loss as a good thing. He always said he loves that fight. That was one of the most awesome fights he was ever in. He loved every second of that fight. He took so much positive experience from that fight that he can now use in this fight. He probably got so much better from 4 rounds of pure kickboxing with Alex Pereira, right? So he's always in that positive mind frame, whilst Jamahal Hill is like angry about the knockout, trying to argue the stoppage the whole time, this and that, give Herb Dean the fault. And then against Yiri as well, like this was wrong, it's always something else that is not going right and whatever, it's never himself. And I just don't think that he is in the right place right now to win fights like that. And I do think that Khalil Rountree, whilst they both are powerful enough to put each other to sleep, they both have the power to just, all they need is one shot. But I do think Khalil Rountree at this stage of their careers is just the more refined striker, the more technical striker, I would say, the smarter striker as well, and will piece up Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Hill will land some shots. I do think he will have some success, but I do believe that Khalil Rountree will just be a little bit too smart in there, too explosive, and will catch Jamahal Hill with a nice hack kick or something in round number 2. My prediction is that Khalil Rountree in round number 2 knocks out Jamahal Hill and gets very close, if not even to a title shot next, because at the moment the light heavyweight division is widely open. There's no one up there. I mean, Yuri is even getting off for the title shot after beating Jamal, right? So it's between Yuri, Alex, and Jamal then. Jamal, goddammit, Khalil Rountree then. I do believe that Khalil Rountree will finish Jamahal Hill. He will continue his momentum, and Jamahal Hill will probably never recover from this, but I do think that Khalil Rountree beats Jamahal Hill round number 2, KO/TKO, and will be next in line after the Alex whatever fight, or maybe fight Yuri next for a number one contendership after this fight. This is my official UFC Baku main event prediction. What is your prediction? Write in the comments, like this video guys, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that, become a member, all that good stuff, ring the bell, all that you want. Check out the Blood Shop, link in bio. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.